This will be our gray black belt first strap material. So what this will consist of, when you're testing for this, you will have to perform 3 takedowns of your choice, 2 guard passes of your choice, perform 2 submissions from side control, perform 2 submissions from the mount, and perform 2 submissions from back control. And this is your gray black belt first strap. This will be our gray black belt second strap material. We'll be going over an armbar escape from the guard, stacking the opponent, armbar escape, the leg going overhead, guillotine escape from standing, and then a guillotine escape from the guard. Right there should be. It's just an armbar. So, opponent comes in and they give me an armbar. So from here, what I'm looking at doing is I'm looking at protecting my arms, but I'm also looking at taking my partner's knees and driving them towards his head. So, the arm that he don't have control of, I'm gonna try to take that and loop that under my wrist. As I'm stacking and I'm driving his knees towards his head. Now, this arm, I'm gonna try to take it and I'm gonna dive it around and I'm gonna hook the back of my partner's leg. Now, he's gonna have to go through this arm before he can really get the other one. So what I'm gonna look at doing from here is I'm gonna shake until that elbow is past my partner's hip line, and then I can just rip it out. Now, I'm gonna continue to pull down. I'll walk my legs around, and then we've got our pass. Next one we're gonna look at is gonna be armbar escape from top position. So he comes in, he gets me an armbar, and don't have to really set it up, just going to get the armbar and sit down. Okay, perfect. So, once we get here, my goal is not to get these arms separated. So I'm gonna lock my hands together, whatever grip you see fit, just not interlacing your fingers. We're here. I'm gonna try to get this leg, that top leg, over my head. So look what happens. We pull our arms in, I'm pushing with both of my arms, and I'm using my feet to pull myself out just a little bit. Now, once we're here, I go over top of my partner's leg, and I'm trying to rest my head on top and really dig that head in to keep a lot of weight on. Now, once we're here, I use the legs to generate momentum. I'm trying to turn in, and then I'm driving my weight back on top. Yes, sir. Next one is going to be a guillotine choke escape from standing. So, he's gonna come in, okay, this way for me. He comes in and he wraps the head up. So as he wraps the head up, first thing I wanna look at doing, try to turn my chin into the ribs. The hand's gonna come up, I'm gonna grab my partner's wrist, and then I'm gonna try to pull down the best I can. I'm gonna move this way just a bit. Right your chin, and I'll turn it this way. Okay, perfect. Now, once we're here, my arm is gonna go over my partner's shoulder. I'm gonna kind of hang my weight on my partner, and the way if he goes to extend, it makes it a lot more difficult. And then from here, hand's gonna go on my partner's knee, I'll walk my feet around. And then I crash my knee in the back of my partner's, I push my head to get my partner to drop down. Now, they keep the head, so let's say the arm's wrapped around the head. Hand comes through the shoulder. We drive the elbow down. We get that to break free, and then we're out. All right, next one we'll look at will be, and head that way for me. Will be the guillotine choke escape from inside the guard. So attacker comes in, they wrap it up. It's gonna be the same. So look, I grab, but I wanna try to get this out. There you go, that. There you go. I'm gonna get this out, I'm gonna lay that over the top, and look, I'm gonna drive all the way up on my feet. That way I can really drive that shoulder into the neck. Then once I'm here, I'm gonna have to let go of that arm around the neck for just a moment. My chin is digging in. So look, I shake, just till my hips pass. And as soon as that happens, I get my hips and my legs opposite of where my head's at. And then from here, we'll post the foot, move our hip out. We come up to this top side control position, and then I'll grab my partner's shoulder, I can drive that in and down to get that to release. And then we're out. Right. And that is your gray black belt second strap material. Gray black belt third strap material. Students will have to be able to do live self-defense rounds with the instructors. And of course they will be controlled. And then they will be doing 3-minute rounds with the instructors as well. All of that will be controlled, and of course they'll have gloves and mouthpieces and all that stuff on. Gray black belt fourth strap material. We'll be going over the X guard position. a push-pull sweep from the X guard, reverse scissor from the X guard, and then we'll be looking at a push sweep to where we've got that far side arm control. So, starting out X guard, my partner standing. What we're looking at doing is this top leg, the one closest to my partner, that is going to be the foot or the instep that's going to be high in my partner's hip. My other foot, I take that instep and I go right behind my partner's knee. So kind of making an X with my legs, what they call this X guard position. Good opposing pressure on both. So again, I'm pushing with the top foot, kind of pulling with the bottom one. And then my arm is going to wrap around my partner's leg. Ideally, the hand is going to be above the knee. So this is going to be our X guard position. First we're going to be looking at is going to be our push-pull sweep from here. So the way this push-pull sweep is going to work, this far side leg, when it's got my legs and stuff wrapped around it, is within reach. So anytime that leg's within reach, I'm going to reach and I'm going to grab my partner's ankle. So now I've made it to where you can't step that foot out. I'm going to pull, I extend my legs, and then I sweep my partner over. Then from here I can decide, hey, I want to get away, or I can use this to get up to this top position. Starting from this X guard position again. This time though, whenever I go to grab this leg, he steps that foot back out, and I can't reach that leg without really having to go for it. So, when this happens, I'm going to take my bottom hook. My bottom hook drops down to the ankle. As this bottom hook drops down, as soon as it gets there, I'm doing a reverse scissor. So the top leg is kicking back, this right here is kicking out, and then I finish with that reverse scissor. From here, we get up the same way we did before. I step over, turn the hips, and then we come up to establish the top. And the last one we're going to be looking at is going to be that push sweep. We're taking that arm out. So from here, as they start to push down, if they start to push down on this X guard, this is a way to kill this position. So as that happens, we're going to grab that far side arm, and I pull that far side arm towards my chest. Now, whenever I extend my legs, my partner don't have to post that direction anymore. So what's going to happen is they're going to fall on that shoulder. So look, I extend, I set them down, and from here I can post, we can slide the knee through, and then we can come up to establish our top side control position. So this is our gray black belt 4th stripe material.